The other limit that does keep going up, and this is a little technical, but it is something that we do have to talk to clients about, is the threshold to be considered a highly compensated employee.
Yeah, that's always a fun one to talk about because, you know, a business owner, anybody that owns more than 5%, is always considered a highly compensated employee, and that
no matter what they get paid.
No matter what they get paid, and so that's a conversation that we have a lot. Well, I'm only paying myself $80,000, but they're 100% owner, so they're always going to be an HCE, and that also extends to their family members. Family attribution rules apply in determining HCEs, and one of the confusing things about highly compensated employees is that it's based on the wages of the look-back year.
Yeah, because we can't make it easy.
No. So for 2023 compliance testing that we're doing right now in 2024, it is based on the employee's wages from 2022. So we're basically covering a 3-year span, which gets a little confusing sometimes.
Yeah, and it's not always easy. You know, I think that part of the reason why it's based upon the look back year is for predictability purposes, but it is very confusing, right? So like you said, so we're in 2024, we're working on 2023, but to determine if somebody's an HCE for 2023, we're actually looking at their 2022 compensation and that limit.
Yep.
And so, yes, it can be very confusing. I have found a lot of companies are adopting a safe harbor contribution anyway. And so really what we're looking at from an HCE standpoint is the profit sharing component. So, you know, in general, just to kind of wrap this up, because these limits do depend on compliance testing. If you take anything away, it's that there's 2 groups of employees. Yep. Highly compensated employees and not highly compensated employees.
Correct.
And we just say HCE and NHCE. And that is what we're trying to do. We are trying, when we calculate our numbers, we have to make sure the plan is not discriminating in favor of the HCEs.
Correct. That is the first step of every single compliance test that we do, is segregating who's an HCE and who's an NHCE. And so that's why us getting complete and accurate census data every year is imperative, and then from there, pretty much every single one of the compliance testing is at some point comparing those 2 groups together.
Yeah, and I feel like that can sound really complicated, but when you think of it like that and kind of break it down, and we have a lot of examples that we show clients so that they can see what we're talking about, it's not quite as overwhelming.